Hello everybody, and welcome to another video, and welcome to another Hammer review. This time I shall be reviewing 1960s The Brides of Dracula. The success of Curse of Frankenstein and Dracula, The Curse of Frankenstein 1957 and Dracula 1958. This time I'm going to review Brides of Dracula. This one, once again, starring Peter Cushing. Originally, Hammer wanted Christopher Lee to return as Dracula, but he turned it down. He said he didn't want to be in the movie because of being feared of being practiced. Well, few years later, Christopher Lee would return as Dracula, this time in the Dracula, the Prince of Darkness. In this one, is Peter Cushing once again is playing Professor Van Helsing, and Dracula or Baron Moinstein this time is played by David Peel, who is Dracula himself. Upon release of this movie, the critics were not impressed with David Peel's performance. They ripped him apart. His performance. They said his performance was wooden and was nothing like Christopher Lee's portrayal as Dracula. After the critics savaged his performance, David Peel's performance, David Peel never acted again. At least I can't remember him being in any more movies in the 1960s, but he gave up acting after that, after being, like I've said, savaged by the critics. This one, once again, is directed by Terence Fisher, who directed the earlier Hammer films. In this one, David Peel, who is Dracula really, is chained up in a castle and is not supposed to be released from his chains. Unfortunately, a school teacher who is on her way to take up duties, teaching in school, releases him. And that's when all the trouble begins. Once again, a innocent people and a peaceful village is once again plagued by vampires. And of course, it's up to Peter Cushing, again playing Van Helsing, to put a stop to this evil, which he does eventually. But like I've said, David Peel's performance was not well liked. He's like I've said, the critics didn't like him. They rather see Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee playing Dracula. Much prefer Christopher Lee, but unfortunately, like I've said at the beginning of the video, he didn't want to come back because he was feared of being typecast. The movie began production on January the 26th in 1960 and ended on March the 18th. It wasn't a long shoot, it was only about a couple of months, 3 months, and it wrapped up production then. It went on to be a bit of a success, but nothing like the previous Dracula films and well, the first Hammer films. But of course, it went on to make money, and it's still being, I think it's still being shown on TV around the world somewhere. The last time I saw this film was in on Blu-ray, and the last time I saw it, before that, the last time I saw it, I think it was on TV in the 70s when ITV and BBC used to put a lot of old Hammer films on late at night, like on a Friday night or on a Saturday night. They used to be on. And that was the last time I saw it. And of course, Peter Cushing in this movie finally rids the world of another evil vampire. This time he uses the sails of a windmill as a crucifix to destroy destroy Dracula instead of using another kind of crucifix. The ending of the movie, well, was a bit of a letdown, really. And I thought it might have ended like in the first Dracula film, but this was done different. Nevertheless, it was once again directed by Terence Fisher and more of Hammer's production. You can see how Hammer made their other films. Anyway, that's the end of my review, and I'll see you all again in another one.